Okay, welcome everyone to this week's Elite Bloonarius. So this week we're playing on skates. And that's very interesting because I think the Ninja Kiwi doesn't want us to do druid farming anymore. I mean, look at this map. There's no way to... Well, there is actually a way to place, farms and druids, but it's not the ideal one, right? And there's this huge lake, I guess you would call it, a little bit of a pond or whatever you want to call it, where it's kind of hinting, they're kind of hinting at us that they want us to do something else, I guess, and that is maybe some merchantman farming or something like that, maybe some buccaneer farming going on. So in this video, I'm going to be doing druid farming because it can be done and I'm going to do it, but I'm promising you guys another video which is going to come out tomorrow. And that one is going to be an Elite Bloonarius guide with Buccaneer plus Central Markets farming. So those two towers have some interesting interactions between each other. It's going to be fun. I already beat it like that. It was a fun way to do it, a little bit closer than usual, but that is going to be tomorrow's video. This one is going to be, as usual, it's a clean one. It is a strategy that everyone can follow. I overfarmed. This is a particularly easy strategy that we usually do, but we need to kind of place our towers in a different way, according to the map that we're playing on, right? So we're starting off with the free dark monkey. They allowed us to have Benji, so I got Ben, and I also got a tack shooter. So this tack shooter is gonna be at the back to obviously be used later on as the blade maelstrom, but for now it's just gonna prevent some leaks. And if you guys want to roll with the free dark monkey as long as possible, you can do that, but we're trying to be safe here and try to be considerate for the people that don't have that much monkey knowledge. So we're going for the banana farm. This one is gonna be a 200 banana farm, and you guys know me, I would usually just roll with these two for I guess as long as possible, but I decided to upgrade the tack shooter. So this tack shooter is gonna go to, first off, it's gonna go to 200, and then it's gonna go to 230, and that is why we're upgrading it now, to just save a little bit of lives and to play on the safer side. We're gonna have a lot of money. I think we're gonna end the game with over $1 million. It's never close as usual. Each tier of Bloonarius is gonna be super simple, and we're gonna have a lot of money for each tier. And I also made the defenses a little bit safer for the tier 1 this time. So it's going to be the blade maelstrom, but this time we're going to be defending with 2 blade maelstroms instead of 1. And so I'm not sure if they did something to the ceramic waves. Maybe they've increased it or something like that. I'm not sure about this, but they kind of felt a little bit harder than usual. I was having trouble clearing them with 1 maelstrom, so I just did 2. But the main principle of everything is the same. And so I was kind of playing around with these positionings of the banana farms, right? And I was trying to figure out the places in which I could place some farms and then fit some druids, and later on replace the druids with with villages in the Monkeyopolis eventually. These are the spots that I came up with. So here on the left side there's a lot of space. There's plenty of space to place a lot of druids. I think I ended up with 7 druids in total, but I'm sure you can fit a few more if you really wanted to push it. So now we're going for a 023 dart monkey. Again, I would have pushed these guys, this defense as much as possible. And if you're struggling for some reason, you can just get the 023 dart monkey a little bit earlier. So the towers that are defending on screen are the 023 dart monkey. We have a 230 tack shooter, and then I'm gonna get one more farm, but if you're short on cash, just get an alchemist because that's our next tower. This is gonna be an alchemist on strong. So this alchemist is here to deal with the lead balloons and also kind of try and place him where I have him, because later on he's gonna get sacrificed to the VTSG. So this is gonna be a super an alchemist is going to be used very well in the future. So starting off with the druids, I got 6 200 farms, and now I'm starting off with the druids. So this is going to be druid number 1 going to 031, and then eventually going to 041, and I'm just placing down the tech bot so that I don't have to place them later on. So just kind of getting ready for what's about to happen, right? So a total of 7 druids, that's what I did. In my previous playthrough, I think I did 7, but I was able to fit 9, I think, but I just stopped at 7 because sometimes it's just too much. But if you want to, you can always push it if you're down on cash or stuff like that. But there we go, that's druid number 1. The towers that we have on screen are more than enough to defend, and with the druids at the start, our defenses are safe and sound. So going for the second 041 druid, and I'm gonna stop here. And again, I would have continued, but let's just try and be safe for the people that don't have that much monkey knowledge. I just play it safe, so I'm gonna get one more farm. This is gonna be a 2/0/0 farm to kind of amplify the damage from the Druids, and then I'm gonna start buying the Maelstroms and the Ninja, the Sticky Bomb Ninja. So starting off with the first Maelstrom, this is going to be a 2/4/0, and then going to get the second one right below it. So this is going to be, again, another 2/4/0 Maelstrom. So that's 2 in total. And then, you know, we're getting ready for the tier 1 Bloonarius. So this guy's going to go on strong, the Ninja. And the reason why I want to have him on strong is because the flash bomb is targeting the same, is getting thrown at the same target that the Ninja has. So it is more often than not is going to get thrown at Bloonarius, and that means that the ceramic crushes that are going to come out, they're not going to be getting stalled and kind of you know, split apart, which might complicate things a little bit. So have this guy on strong. There goes the sticky ninja. So that's the 104 ninja, and I'm trying to place another druid because we can't really see anything. The Bloonarius is really on top of our farming space. So there we go, druid number 3. That's a 041. We've got everything ready. I also upgraded the alchemist to 320, which is something that we usually do. You know, getting this alchemist to help a little bit with our attack shooter cleanup, and that's druid number 4. 041, druid number 5 coming right up. The positioning could have been better, you know, I admit it. Again, in my previous playthrough, I thought I could fit 9. I did 7. Yeah, 9 is an overkill, let's be honest, but you know, if you wanted to, you can really push it. Although we're not short on cash in any moment of this playthrough, and I really feel like update 28, so that's going to be the next one. I really feel like update 28 is going to nerf these druids. I really do think that at least the cash per banana farm is going to get nerfed about 10 to 20%, because this thing is just, it's just like a cheat code. You know, you just do the druids and there's no way you lose. You have tens of thousands of dollars in like these early rounds. So there you go, that's tier 1 of Bloonarius. So now we're gonna do some switch up of our tower. So because we're doing something that I call ability based or time based farming, however you want to call it, that means that we would benefit a lot with having our defenses towards the back. So that means that the rounds are going to be longer and we're going to be able to use our abilities more times, right? So that's why I kind of sold all of these guys on the right except the alchemist. So I left the alchemist and I got a 320 village and a 402 boomerang. And now if you can, you know, try to place the towers where I place them, because later on these guys are going to get sacrificed to the VTSG. Well, not the VTSG, but to the temple. So try to keep these positionings, right? Try to place them as I did. And then after we got our 7 druids, we're starting to slowly upgrade these farms to 420. So we're doing one by one. This is farm number 3, and then going for farm number 4. And I'm going to stop there. After I get 420 farms, I'm just going to stop at that point, and then we're going to get ready for the next one. So now the positioning of the boomerang is kind of interesting, because you want to have the Glaive Lord. He's going to be upgraded to Glaive Lord in a second. So you want to have the Glaive Lord's glaives be able to cover all 3 parts of the track, which I'm going to show you in a second. So these 3 parts of the track, you want to be covered with the glaives, so that we have, you know, full coverage and full DPS throughout the track. We get the most out of the Glaive Lord, and then we're going for the Mad, obviously. So the Mad Glaive Lord is one of my favorite combinations to do for the tier 2 Bloonarius, especially when we're doing druid farming, right? Because we're making just so much money, we can afford to do this. If we don't have that much cash, I would probably do something like the tag zone plus something else, maybe some overdrives or, you know, anything like that. But we can afford it. So getting the Mad is going to be a 052. I've seen a lot of people do 250s, but I'm not a fan. I think we need the Pierce a lot more than we need the precision on the ability, because I really don't care about, you know, hitting the ability, because this guy just does so much DPS that I don't really care about hitting the ability. I think this is more important, you know, having the Pierce and having these rockets pop as many BFBs as possible and Moabs and help out the Glaive Lord. So yeah, there we go. Just aim the Mad towards the towards Bloonarius, and also keep upgrading your farms. That's a very important thing to not forget to do. So slowly getting our farms up. And there we go, there goes tier 2 Bloonarius. Very simple. Selling the Mad because we have no need for him, and then upgrading the remaining of our farms. So that is a total of 8 farms. That's how much I was able to fit in. I think you can do 9. I'm pretty sure actually you can do 9. 9 towers or 9 farms getting sacrificed to the Monkey Opolis. That's what I meant. And there we go, we're starting to get ready. So the thing that we're doing now is a 104 village and then a 004 next to it. And the reason why you want to do that is because the monkey city actually can buff the monkeyopolis if you buy it before getting the monkeyopolis. So it's something that I did for the first time in our previous video. It's a huge value upgrade because it's about a 15% buff, right? So that turns out to be a lot of money for a tower that's making, you know, tens of thousands per round. So getting that thing, getting the monkeyopolis, 8420 farm sacrificed. Obviously I got the engineer to increase its range. You guys all know about this thing. And, you know, getting the banana central, we're in the 70s. I mean, the money is not even close. And so because we switched from an ability-based income to a round-based income, right? So we had the Druids, which we farm using their abilities, and now we switched to farms, which are based on rounds. So you want to advance the rounds faster so that you get to the next you know, income batch, if you will. So that means that we need to switch up our defenses, and that's what I'm doing with the attack shooter. So the first village is a 205, but the bottom one is a 024. So that means that we're giving attack zone some camo detection, and we're giving it some attack speed. So that's kind of what I came up with for this thing, and we have an amazing spot for the attack shooter, right, to just advance these rounds a little bit faster. And there we go, I'm just buying more towers around my monkey city villages. The reason why I want to do that, obviously, you know, I just mentioned because of the 15% bonus of the cash generated. So that's what you wanna be doing. So I think I'm gonna get like one more 420 farm, and that's gonna be it. Like, this is all we're gonna have farm wise. And now something that I'm doing is actually I'm getting my crossbows, and I got an alchemist to kind of buff these guys up, but I'm getting my crossbows and my ultra juggernaut. And the reason why I'm doing this is because I want them to get some pops later on for the dark paragon. So, you know, kind of getting it early and kind of getting ready for the dark paragon as of now. So getting the absolute zero now, and this is what I was talking about. So you kind of want to have, you know, your towers placed towards the middle of the lake, so that you can upgrade your super monkey to the temple without having to upgrade the range, right? Because if you upgrade the range, then it's going to sacrifice the farm, and then you don't want to do that. So this is how it goes. So these are the sacrifices, as you guys can see. So support ones is the primary expertise and the overclock that we had. We had the what did we have from the military ones? It was just in front of me, but I kind of forgot. But you guys saw it. And, you know, getting the usual stuff. We got the temple, we're getting a 250 village, getting the permabrew, and I'm going to start clicking the abilities. Now, an important thing to know is to not actually upgrade the range. So please don't upgrade your range, because if you upgrade the range, it's going to become so big it's going to eat your monkeyopolis. You don't want that, at least not now. We want to get to the VTSG first, as usual, and then we get the range. Now I get the usual buffing towers. So we got the permabrew. We got the super brill, we got the 502 sniper, which is on strong, we got our mat. This time it's a 250. No particular reason behind it, I just, you know, wanted to switch things up. Doesn't really matter. I think there's, you know, a little bit less, I guess, Moab class balloons that are coming out of the tier 3 in comparison to the tier 2 Bloonarius, so I guess it's maybe even a better idea to go for the 250 on the tier 3 Bloonarius, and then for the 052 Darkling on the tier 2 Bloonarius. But yeah, so there we go. These are the towers on screen, getting the supers. Our sacrifices are ready, so we have the ice tower and the bomb blitz. So the super brill and the bomb blitz from the primaries. We've got the permabrew from the magic ones. We've got the homeland security for the support ones, and we've got the mat for the military ones. I also got both of the super monkeys there on the top, and I'm just waiting for the money for the VTSG at this point. So it's a little bit of waiting, so I'm gonna see you guys in a second. Okay, so tier 3 Bloonarius, just on time, we got the money. So 500 getting the VTSG into 520, so now we get the range. And there we go, again rebuying the stuff. So 250 village getting rebought, the permabrew getting rebought, the ultra boost getting bought, and, you know, having the tech bot. So I'm gonna connect the tech bot to automatically buff this guy, so we don't have to worry about it. And then I'm just buying the usual stuff, so the super brill, the 502 sniper, cripple Moab sniper, which is gonna go on strong. And there we go, this thing is just gonna evaporate. I think I'm even gonna buy the glue. Yeah, there we go. So that's the 250 glue. If you guys want to do that, that's just +1 damage, not that significant, but I guess it adds up. And now I'm just buying some dark monkeys for the paragon. So we have 3 tier 5s, we have the 2 crossbow masters, we have the ultra juggernaut. And so something that I'm gonna do is we're gonna do something that's very interesting, something that I guess you can't do on all maps, right? Because not all maps have water. But if you guys notice, I placed the initial super monkey on water, and that was on purpose. You guys already caught on to this, I guess, but we want to place the carrier flagship, which gives it buff, so it buffs our VTSG. It gives it about 18% attack speed, but also on the top deck, I'm gonna place the not the ultra juggernaut, but the Dark Paragon. So that's where the Dark Paragon is gonna go, and now I'm just spamming some darts. I also got the 500 sub to reduce the cooldowns of everything, and you know, at this point you guys know what's up, so I'm just gonna buy a little bit more of 042 dart monkeys, and I'm gonna see you guys in a second. Okay, so there we go. That is level, oh, not level, sorry, but degree 45 on the Paragon. I sold all of the farms, so we have over $1 million, 1,130,000. I'm gonna get a support temple, which is absolutely not necessary to do, but you know, it gives a little bit of DPS, it gives a little bit of attack speed, so why not just speed things up. So there we go, making the support temple with the obviously super monkey. We have a lot of money, so I just threw in a 500 spike in there, and then that is it. All of our abilities are hooked up to the tech bots that we bought for the Druids, so at this point we're just watching the show. We're just watching Bloonarius get destroyed, not doing anything, and that is gonna be it. I'm gonna speed this up. I'm gonna show you guys the end of Bloonarius, and that is it for this week. So it was a very, very fun one. We did the usual stuff. I think they just didn't want us to use Druids to farm, but we were able to pull it off. And yeah, I'm gonna be uploading another video tomorrow, which is gonna involve merchantman farming. Well, not merchantman, but favor trades plus the trade empire plus a lot of central markets. And there we go. That is about it. So thank you guys so much for watching the video, and I will see you in the next one.